Let's talk about son and salsa. The son is an Afro-Cuban genre that actually was born in Dominican Republic, but it was transferred over to Santiago, Cuba in the early 1800s. The first son was called Son de la Ma Teodora. There's no recordings, only the words for it still exist in Afro-Cuban Museum in Havana, Cuba. Let's talk about the patterns that we use to play son, because the timbales actually was introduced to son in 1922. Many people believe that the first person to play the cascara or the pattern of the cascara in son was Ulpiano Diaz. Ulpiano was a timbale player, very famous in Cuba, for Orquesta América del 55 or American Orchestra of 1955. You can search in YouTube for Orquesta de América del 55 and you can see here many of his patterns on timbales. The pattern for timbale was transferred over from the guaguancó. The guagua, which is called for the pattern, is played like this. Rumberos in Cuba play with two sticks, playing the clave with the right hand and the rest with the left. That was transferred over to the side of the paila. It is important to notice that the reason the timbales was moved to the son was because the Cuban dictator General Machado forbade the bongo drums because it was an African drum. He considered the conga drum as a Cuban-born drum and the timbales, but he hated anything that had to do with Africa and Africans itself. The pattern transferred over from the guaguancó to the son. And then the conjuntos were born. During that era, there were many different genres of music that started developing at the same time. From the son, you have over 65 different types of son. The most common one is son montuno. The son montuno became the foundation for what we call salsa. Salsa, it is just a label. It doesn't really exist as genre because the genre is son montuno, but the commercial label is salsa. When I played in Puerto Rico many years ago, I had it set up like this with two bailas, a bongo bell, a timbales bell, and I used to play different patterns through it. Play the Cascara here sometimes, or on the side of the timbales. And play the güiro, and I did several different things. Let's start with the Cascara and the application and how to play the Cascara on drums. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to subscribe and also become a member. If you become a member, you can watch the whole series of this and more series that are coming. Press the button, become a member, and I'll see you in the next.